Hey, I'm Pastor Fred. Welcome to the Follow Through. A lot of people will ask me, especially when people are thinking about getting married and they're kind of making the plans. And a lot of times, maybe both of them will ask me, why is this so important? Perhaps it's not important to them. Perhaps they're getting married because of grandma or mom. They're just going through the motions of the ceremony. They feel like, we love each other. We're living together, and everything's good. Why would we get married? Because they look at marriages that were not healthy. They look around in the world and all I see is destruction and problems. And again, that's the math that they're doing. And I will say, look, that's not what God intended, right? That's the result of sin and selfishness and arrogance and all the other things that go into that, right? Lust plays in and all of that. But God's great plan was for a man to leave his father and mother, be united to his wife, and the two become one flesh. That is powerful. That is amazing. In fact, that is what we need. We were not meant to be these isolated, living on our own, going it alone type of people. Men especially. It doesn't work for us. We're in our head, we're thinking about only our own thing. We got no one to correct us and to kind of keep us on the right path. And so we wind up doing our thing. And it's disaster. You can see so many examples of it. All the things I talked about, infidelity, broken marriages, broken homes, comes from that. It doesn't come from some guy and gal really trying to do God's will. It doesn't happen. It's the opposite. They're doing their own will. And those things are a destructive force. Jesus, in Matthew's gospel, he redefines, right, something that God said, again, the picture of marriage back in Genesis. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother, be united to his wife. And so back in Jesus' day, there were issues. There were people getting divorces. In fact, there were guys who were getting divorces, right, because, I want a different wife. And they made it so that they could give her a certificate of divorce, and it would kind of release him from his obligation to her. And it got so twisted that he didn't have to have really a good reason. It wasn't because she was, had cheated on you or something like that. It could be, I just don't like her anymore or whatever. Evil stuff. And Jesus calls it out in Matthew 19. And he said, have you not read? Because these guys had asked, is it okay for us to give, a divorce, your wife for any cause? And he's like, go back to Genesis, guys. Have you not read that he who created them from the beginning made them male and female? And he said, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother, hold fast to his wife, right? And the two become one flesh. They're no longer two, but one flesh. So what God has joined together, let no man separate. Separate. And he says, well, didn't Moses give us a certificate that we could do? We could kind of do this? And he's like, well, it wasn't because of good reasons. It was because of your hardness of heart that this happened. His words to us, to these guys and to us, is stay the course. Love your wife. Do whatever it takes. Not to change her, but to change you. Be who you're called to be. Be the man that God wants you to be. Love her, honor her, cherish her, care about her. Look at those vows that you made. Right? And every day, put on Christ. Every day, go to him. Every day, say, God, how can I be the man she needs me to be, the man that my kids need me to be? Not, oh, Lord, I wish she would change. Lord, I wish these kids would cooperate. But no, Lord, who do you want me to be? Who are you making me to be? We don't often ask that question. I think we need to ask it every day, beginning every day. Okay, Lord, what's going on? Where are we going today? What adjustments do I need to make? What are some things? And here, I want to challenge everybody today. What's something you can do that's going to make a difference? Maybe ask your wife what that might be. Right? Maybe it's been a long time. Maybe since you've given her flowers or showed her any kind of appreciation. Maybe you do that when you feel like you've done something bad and she's mad at you. Maybe you do it for a birthday or anniversary. But what about day to day? There's little things, don't cost anything. They're called compliments. What if we dedicated ourselves to looking for the good things, those things perhaps that drew us to our wives? That we might say, Lord, help me to see those. Help me to tenaciously fight to see those. And to thank her for them, to show appreciation to her, to let her know that she is loved and adored and treasured, and that you're not going anywhere, that you never will. And that together, man, you're going to work to make that thing the most amazing picture of good and love and grace that the world has ever seen. Man, that's what I'm hoping for your marriage, for my marriage, for all of our marriages and our families, that they would be beacons of light for the world, that they would shine for the world to see. All right, I'm Pastor Fred. This is The Follow Through. Hit me in the comments, man. See what love to hear what you think about all this. I want us to support each other there. Also, share this with somebody, and please hit that subscribe button if you have not. YouTube loves when you do that. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Talk to you next time for another Follow Through.